Basically, when I was looking at my resume and looking at my experience and thinking about where do I want to go in the future, I noticed I had a gap as it relates to business and leadership. So I thought I need to expand my knowledge, expand my experience in that area. So that's what led me toward some sort of a graduate program. I had some of my predecessors within my company and around my industry that had been seeking MBAs, so I thought if I want to continue to increase my marketability, increase my utility in this industry, I need to expand somewhere. So MBA was something that made a lot of sense. As I started doing some of the research and really thinking about what's the best fit, I certainly had some nice exposure to the healthcare MBA program, and really it turned out to be the perfect fit because I have a healthcare background in some ways, and also I wanted a legitimate MBA as well, so that if I end up going outside the industry, I can still maximize that learning. So the key features for me would be, one, that it's flexible. With my family and my life and my work, I needed something that had flexibility. So I liked the online component of this program. I liked the cohort component, that we were going to travel and make a great network opportunity with a large group of leaders in this industry and in this area. I also thought it was important that it was reputable, so that it would be marketable and it would also help me with my knowledge. And I wanted something that was rigorous, so that when I left this program, I knew, hey, I left with something that is significant and I learned something. And I definitely felt that this program offered that. The networking that I've seen everyone do in this cohort has been amazing. Many of us have had career changes in the midst of this program, and partly due to the networking. So that's significant, and I didn't realize how significant that would be. The learning that we did with all the different professors, that some were adjunct, that came with that great background in whatever field they were teaching, but also the full-time staff that are here. And also, the availability of the staff. The vast majority of the staff have great availability any time of day, almost literally, either through email or cell phone, direct contact. I liked that about this program as well. The iPad addition to our cohort, since we were the first cohort to pilot this, it was a good experience. I think we learned a lot as well, so we were able to provide that feedback so that future cohorts could really maximize their options with the iPads. So for us, being able to more readily access email, communications with professors and cohort members was essential. And also the discussion board works very well on the iPad. And then more recently, the Xanadu, if I'm pronouncing that acronym correctly, was an awesome resource because we were able to download all of our course resources onto this application that we could access anywhere. And that was essential for me with my work and my life. It was very, very useful. The courses were rigorous, so they absolutely were demanding of us, but at the same time very usable. And the professors right up front would say, if you have questions, ask early, ask often, so that we can get you up to speed if you need to be. And so I never felt like I was behind. I never felt like I was a non-contributor, even if I didn't have originally background in the area. And from a work-life, school balance standpoint, I thought the flexibility afforded us the opportunity to make everything work. So yes, it was rigorous, but at the same time, it was doable. Professionally for me, since our industry is in constant flux, we need to put ourselves in the best possible position to either maintain our current position or move on into leadership opportunities. So my main motivation for doing this program was leadership opportunities down the road. So I needed a business background and I needed some leadership training. And that's what I think this program offered me. I would say through this coursework, I've learned new ways to have dialogue with my key customers, thinking about things in a bigger picture or as a systems approach, which is a phrase we heard dozens of times, hundreds of times throughout the 5 semesters. And, even if it's not a direct MBA connection, learning that dialogue, learning how to speak the language of the physician, even though I had been in the industry for 12 years now, I still had a lot to learn in that regard. And so that exposure was excellent to really see what those providers are thinking about and what is most important to them so that I can be more relevant, trusted, and valued. I have appreciated the opportunity, because I feel, even though it was something I sought out and I had to sell myself to be part of this program, I appreciated all along the opportunities that have been presented to us. There is certainly a financial outlay for all of us, but it was incredibly valuable. And the opportunities that transpired in and out of this program because of this program were more than I would have expected, and I had high expectations. So it's been great, and yourself and Alice have been great, and everyone's been very accommodating, very demanding, and it's been a great experience.